What's up, gamers? Welcome to the Save File Podcast 004, where every character, a gamer, has a story, and this is who we are and what we do. And we're here to tell the story, and also, most importantly, what kind of legacy they wish to leave in their save file. What's up, man? Guys, I'm your host, Gold Lion, the motivational streamer, part-time entrepreneur, and I'm here with my boy. Man, we met on Overwatch, didn't we? Dang. So we actually met on a random queue on Overwatch about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Nah, dude, that was man, I was in my first apartment. I want to say that was 2016, so it was almost like 3 years ago.
Wow. So 3 years ago, I met this dude. Damn, time flies.
Mhm.
He's up and coming in the Twitch realm. He's out here trying to make numbers and stuff. His ultimate goal is to be a full-time streamer, gamer. He's a funny guy, so he's gonna be one of those funny streamers. Watch out, Moon. He's coming for you, buddy. He's a part-time bartender coming up on the side, and also he's what was it? The vaping thing?
A full-time vaping activist.
He's a full-time vaping activist, man. All right. Without further ado, let's introduce your boy Pops4k. What's up, Pops4k?
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Damn, I'm a sir? Fuck, man. I know I'm 29. You gotta throw that at me, bro.
Dude, I got served like 6 times at work today, and I'm a lowlife. So, they still
How
did
old
it,
are
though.
you?
24, man.
How'd you get sir? It's the beard, bro. Has to be the beard.
I don't know. I think at some point I started to get sir more, and I can't really remember when it was, but I feel like it was after I bought my first car. They just knew. They were like, "Oh, this is a sir. We're just gonna call him sir because he can afford to buy his own car."
Yeah, but how do like random people assume that shit though? What the hell?
I don't know. It was like literally like a week after I got it.
Yeah.
Like somebody was like, "Thank you, sir," and I was like, "What in the what?"
It just hit you different, didn't it?
It did. I was like, bro, I don't even got a 401k. What do you mean, sir?
I think everybody remembers like their first sir, because I remember that. I remember that shit, dude. I was at I think I just turned like 22. You know, I'm still fairly new to buying liquor at the liquor store, and I go in, dude. I don't know, like I've always had a thick beard, and I think I was on a rough day after work or something, man. I remember the cashier. I bought my fucking bottle of Jägermeister. She's like, all right, have a good say. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. And I'm like, you just see my fucking ID and you call me sir. Like, come on, bro. You're killing me here, bro.
Dude, I can't believe that was 30 years ago. That's crazy.
Fuck you, dude. Man, I see what you're doing. All right, man. Let's go ahead, man. So tell us about your first experience with gaming. How did all this start?
Oh man. Actually, first experience with gaming is actually a really funny story. So, I have two like actual siblings. I got a half brother and I got a little sister.
Yeah.
Me and my little sister have the same parents. My older brother has a different mom, same dad. Right.
Cool.
And when we were younger, like gaming consoles and everything, obviously, you know, you were there too. Like, it had just started to get big and stuff like that. Like the N64 was out.
Yep.
Like the PlayStation 1 dropped when I was like, I don't know, maybe 6, 7.
Yep.
But I remember I was like so intrigued by video games. I was like watching my brother play all the time, and so he would leave because he was like a teenager and they had like stuff to do. I don't know, whatever. He raced go-karts, so he'd be gone. So me and my sister would go down to his room in the basement, and I would turn on his Nintendo 64, and I'd just start playing like Mario. Like I can't remember. Mario 64 is the one I would play, and me and my brother got in a lot of quarrels, and it was usually over video games. So I would play all the time, and it was me and my sister, and she'd watch me and stuff. And the way I got caught was we're both down there watching our brother, like we usually did. And my sister goes, "Oh my God, Nick got to this level," and I just see my brother like turn. What do you mean he got to this level? And then I proceeded to get my ass kicked, right? But that was actually like my first experience with gaming until I bought not until I bought, but until I got a PlayStation 1, and that's when everything really like unfolded for me. I think like the biggest influence on gaming was Spyro, man. I was in there all the time, and Crash Bandicoot. It was like two of the biggest things for me, in all honesty. Could never defeat Ripto though. Never beat him in Ripto's
Was
Rage.
it the last boss?
Yeah, in the very first one, he's the
Yeah.
last boss. I never got to beat him. That is my. If I'm on my deathbed tomorrow and they're like, Nick, what's your biggest regret? I'm like, motherfucker, let that Ripto get away, man. I couldn't get him, dude. I just couldn't.
You might have to stream that and go back to that, try to beat his ass.
Dude.
You know how
Yeah,
cool
dude.
that'd be?
Yeah, I mean, I'd enjoy it, and they just released like I think last year like the
Yep.
current edition of all the games and everything.
remake
it
of it,
looks
yep.
sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And I don't know. I haven't personally played it myself, but I don't. Maybe they nerfed him. I don't, because I noticed a lot of people had struggled with that. Because apparently he was really fast and it was hard to beat him.
who Ripto?
Yeah.
No, he was, dude. And you know what? To be honest, I mean, Spyro taught me about Uncle Sam before the real world ever did, because they had that dude money bags up in there. I'd make all this money and get all these jewels, and he'd be
Yep.
like, "Now give me all of it so you can get your friends loose." And God, the real world isn't like that, but like
I mean, yeah, if your homies are in jail, it kind of be like that sometimes.
Hey, if you gotta free them, you gotta free them, I guess.
So I mean, from Spyro and Crash Bandicoot, I mean, how'd you get to playing Fortnite? Tell us the journey between the.
Oh shoot. Okay, so I get my PS1, all this stuff. I got mad games for it, like an OG like Splinter Cell kind of game and all that. But I mostly played like Spyro, a couple racing games. Driver. I played a lot of Driver. I really liked that one.
Yo, that game pissed me off. That game pissed me off.
Dude, it would be so laggy. Like you'd hit the analog to turn left, and it would be like 1, 2. All right, we turn left. Like
I swear they
mad.
fucking rigged the game just for y'all not to win and rage.
Just so I can get caught by the cops every time I hit 80 miles an hour.
Yep.
But so then I get a PS2, and for me, the big games on that, I was obsessed with NBA Street Volume 2. Like completely obsessed. Like I couldn't stop playing it. I could do the same thing over and over and over again. And to this day, I have not found anybody that can beat me. So
Wow.
I keep that stuff on layaway, man, just in case anybody wants to start talking that jazz.
Yeah.
And then what I think it was Medal of Honor is the first FPS that I ever like played. And it was like D-Day, storming the beaches of Normandy and stuff like that.
Yep.
And I can't. The only things I can really remember are two big parts in that game, and that's when you're initially rushing the beach and everything like that. Because I died so many times, just so many times I would die. And then once I finally got past that, there's this scene where you're like crawling in the middle between these two buildings, and you're trying to get this guy that's like captive by the Germans. Or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't really remember who it was. Not good at history.
I think it was the Germans. Me neither.
Dude, I can't remember who was in World War One and what happened in World War II. Pearl Harbor happened yesterday. I don't even know, dude. But there's like this scene there, like you're like watching. You find the guy, but you're looking through a hole, and you just watch the German just shoot him in the head, and it like always made you feel like you were like just 5 seconds too late. And like I didn't really understand because I was like a kid, but like I was so determined to try to save dude. So like I would just restart the level like all the time, and then like at some point I'm like, all right, I'm never gonna save him. He's just dead. So and that was pretty much the end of my PS2 days, except for like I used to play a lot of like the ATV shit that like came with the PS2. And then move over to PS3, and that's when like I got to play like COD, Modern Warfare, and then MW2 is like one of the big like staple points for like me when it comes to gaming, because that was the stuff that I would like skip school for, like like not go outside during the summer and stuff, like all that. Granted, my mom was a school teacher, so I didn't really get to skip that much school, only when I went to Dad's house. But
Hi Dad.
Yeah, hey Dad. Yeah, we're calling you out. Faulty parenting. But and that's when like me and all my friends, like like got together as like gamers and stuff like that. And when when you made like the real moments, like the nostalgic, like feel good kind of stuff, where like I bought like 3 controllers, bro, just in case my mom would try to take one. She would try to take one, I just turned the other one on, man.
Determined, bro. Holy shit.
Dude, determined, bro. She'd be like, "We have family over." I'd be like, "Good for them. I don't. I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
I got pubs to stomp.
I got
bro.
shit to
Like,
do today.
yeah. That was really big, and then God, my whole gaming thing kind of goes all over the place. And then GTA 5 came out, and on like, because dude, if you think this GTA 5 came out before the PS5 did. I mean the PS4. Sorry, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's been a long day. But it came out before the PS4 did, and I was on that a bunch, and it was just me and my buddy R. Clark. Shout out R. Clark, East Moline Police Department. We were just out here running the street stuff. And then that kind of gets us to my PS4 experience, which was mostly Call of Duty and stuff like that until Fortnite came along, and then like I just couldn't stop playing Fortnite. I just like couldn't. I just kept on playing it and playing it and playing it. And then, but before that, I guess I kind of skipped that. Was Overwatch, where me and you met, and funny little thing is that me and Gold Lion Chris over here have always had really good conversation. Within the first 5 minutes I met him, we just ended up in a lobby and talked for like, dude, it had to have been like 3.5 hours.
Yeah,
just
it was
like,
a while. I remember staying
talking,
up.
man.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was that bromance. That bromance kind of clicked there. You know what I'm saying? It just clicked. Oh my god.
It did, man. I fucked with your mind. That's why like I did.
Yeah.
Like their philosophies, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Overwatch was awesome. I still love Overwatch. I'm personally like giddy at the excitement waiting for Overwatch 2 to come out, because it's probably it's make or break for me. That's probably all I'm gonna stream. Like I'm not gonna probably stream anything else. So like I'm just gonna be in there like swimwear.
Hey. So you mentioned. No. Oh wait, continue. My bad.
No. You're good.
Oh, so one thing I'm curious about is that you mentioned that you played Grand Theft Auto 5. You never played the prior ones?
Oh, whoa, no. So I was just, I guess San Andreas was a really big one for me too. I was never into Liberty City.
Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City.
Vice City, I would do the same thing I did to my brother with the Nintendo 64, but I would do it to my cousin. Right.
Okay.
And when we go over his house, he was a teenager too, so he was like busy, and I just sneak up to his room, turn it right on. And actually, the first Grand Theft Auto game I ever played, I remember my mom's friend was babysitting us, and she walked into the room, and it was Liberty City, and she watched me shoot some dude in the video game, like in the face. You know what I mean? It's like the funnest part of the game is just shooting stuff, And she goes, "Oh my god, you have to get rid of this." And like she got my mom to get rid of the game.
Damn.
That was like the first time ever, like in my gaming experience, that my mom took a game away from me because of violence. I was also probably like 10 years old, or like, no, dude, not even. When did that game come out? I think I was like 8 or 9, maybe, when that game came out. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know the year when it came out.
PS2 for sure.
Oh yeah, it was PS2, because I remember playing it on PS2 them days. I was surprised my mom even let me keep it. Shit, had a lot of violence in it.
Oh.
And then San Andreas came out, it let us get into that strip club.
Oh, hey man, then everything changed. That's when I became a man.
Yeah, digital. Nowadays, little boys are getting men through VR. There's a lot of intense VR. Bro, I had to go there. I had to do it.
You know what? I never got caught by my parents in some, weird situation like that. But if VR would have been a thing when I was like 13, motherfucker, I'd be caught up.
Yeah, it'd be risky.
All the time. I would have been getting caught up all the time.
For sure. All right. Well, man, you told us how you all started, so let's talk about your character creation, how everything built on. So tell us about your childhood. Tell us about home.
So like I said earlier, I grew up with 2 siblings. My brother was obviously, you know, not the same mom. Um, Me and my sister are absurdly close, you know. But you know, as time has gone on, you know, she's an adult now and she's got stuff to do, and so do I. You know what I mean? I work all the time, and other than that, I just sit in front of a computer. Um, our parents split when I was about 10 years old, and my dad had bought this rental property, and my mom was kind of like, I think you should move in here. I think we should, like, you know, split up all this stuff. And my dad still lives in that house to this day, like the rental property. So they're both right next to each other. Um, my childhood, I guess I'm like kind of getting away from that. My childhood was all about adventure. Like from the second that I learned how to ride a bike without training wheels, I was never inside the house. And I would play outside all day and then come home and somehow get to play video games. You know what I mean? I was on
Yeah.
my I would ride my bike from my house in East Moline all the way to Rock Island when I was like 10 years old, which is like, I don't know, from where my house is now, it's like almost a 20, 25-minute drive. No, 22-minute drive. So by bike, it's like, you know, a jaunt, dude. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, uh, and it was nothing but like me and my roommate, Keegan, me and him have been good friends since we were little kids. It was like, we'd be over at his house, trampoline, like WWE wrestling stuff. We'd have like people would win belts and stuff. Like I think I still got one of the ones with my name on. Huge John Cena fan, by the way. You know.
Can't see him.
Yeah, no, dude, you can't. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like this.
Can't see
You
him.
know, can't see him, dude. Um, yeah, but dude, it was mostly just like riding my bike, getting shenanigans, spray painting trains and stuff, and like I was a very adventurous kid. I was very energetic. And like moving over to like what I was saying about like my parents moving out, like I mean my parents splitting up, which it wasn't that big of a deal. Like I think my life is better that they did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because otherwise it just would have been, you know, an abusive, you know, environment, and that's not good for anybody.
Yeah, of course not.
And so you know, my dad moves out, all this stuff, and you know, he ain't got much money, and like the coolest part about like me being younger was the fact that like my dad couldn't afford to get like me and my sister beds and stuff, like anything like that. But he had a TV, he had a recliner, which he always has. He could be dead broke, living under a bridge, but he'd be living on a recliner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'd all sleep on the floor, man, just the three of us in like a little bundle, you know, and we'd have our dog who we just had to get rid of her. Or, I mean, put her down like 2 weeks ago. God bless her soul. But dude, and that was like that. Like I think about that stuff all the time. You know, we would just like sit in a pile and just veg out, man. Camp out on the living room floor, watch some Clint Eastwood movies, dude. So many Clint
Damn,
Eastwood
Clint
movies.
Eastwood.
Dude, my dad
I
has
haven't
a
heard that name in a
shrine.
while.
My dad has a shrine to that man. I'm not even joking.
Dedicated.
Dedicated. Favorite movie? Pale Rider. Yeah, I said it.
Never heard of him. Just fine.
Oh, dude, you should watch it. It's a great flick.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a little struggle with watching older movies. It's
Yeah, you've been ruined by New Day.
no. I mean, I could watch like Scarface, some '90s movies like Hackers, and the first Mortal Kombat movie. I love that. I love that movie. Fuck all y'all that say different. But I'm just saying. Yeah, man. I can relate to that. So Clint Eastwood movies and what?
Clint Eastwood movies and I don't know, man. Sports. Me and my dad was my baseball coach from when I was a little like T-ball up until I went into high school. And dude, we made like some of the greatest memories, you know, a kid could ever ask for. Uh, our little league team was the first little league team to beat Moline, which I live in East Moline. And yes, they're two different places. All right, I don't want to. I'm not doing that. East Moline's on a whole different platform than Moline is. And we beat them for the first time in like 22 years, and then we got to play. It was like kind of like the road to the Little League World Series,
Yeah.
you know. And then we got to play the next round, and then we got like stomped by this like Christmas tree colored baseball team. I can't even remember. I think it was LaSalle, Peru. But it was like we just made incredible memories, man. I think kind of the way that I am today is like kind of because of some of that stuff. Like I remember the first time me and my dad went to a track like when the older dudes were pitching and stuff. Like when we finally got to pitch,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, all right, well we got to coach this team, and when we get out of this car, I just want to remind you that you're just another player.
Mm-hmm.
And he treated me like one, man. I never got any kind of special treatment, anything like that. I had to work my ass off just like everybody else, which like I kind of flows with me still to this day. You know what I mean? After all, like some of the stuff that I've been through, everything. I just keep on going.
Of course. So would you say, is it safe to say that your father is a good role model?
My my father is a great role model in the sense of working hard, like getting the job done and getting the paycheck and just making sure you got food on the table. You know what I mean? Just making sure you got something to show for. My dad's I thank him for my work ethic.
Wow. So what about your mother?
My mom is a extremely intelligent woman. She's got a master's degree, and she's a health teacher. She's actually been a health teacher at Rock Island, the school. I mean, the place I was talking to you about. I ride my bike there and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think she's been a teacher there since I was born. So like 24 years, almost 25 now.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my mom are a little different. And that's because my dad was more of the best friend, right? Like he wasn't necessarily the parent, but he was like my best friend who like, took me to school and stuff, and you know what I mean? And like,
Yeah.
but my mom was the parent. Like my mom, like you're supposed to do your schoolwork. You got to eat healthy. You got to like clean your room, like all this stuff. My dad, that wasn't my dad. That's not his lane. He was never like that, and he knows that. He knows that now,
Mm-hmm.
So me and my mom have always kind of had like, not seen eye to eye, but she is a wonderful person and loves the crap out of her kids. She's just a little too smart for her own good sometimes, I think. Like I don't know. She's still good heart, man, good person.
Sounds great, dude. Fuck. Man, so the whole thing with gaming, so why game?
Why game?
Yeah. So what is it about video games that makes you keep coming back?
The unlimited amount of potential to be good at any one video game.
Okay.
If you put in enough time, it doesn't matter what your physical capability is, what your like all those kind of things. Like the fact that I'm 5'8" and I got a 3-inch vertical doesn't has nothing to do with how good I could be at video games.
So the I get what you're saying. So like the unlimited, and there's no limit to it. Like you could always excel and just explore your creativity to its end.
That's right.
That's crazy. All right. Well, thank you for sharing your story, bro. Nice one. Good enough. All right. So next segment we're gonna do is attributes. Well,
Okay.
you play some RPG, right? RPG games. You're familiar with it?
Role playing and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
Yes.
So in the beginning when you're creating your character, there's like these categories, and you put certain numbers that could be bigger than other. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't necessarily remember because like the only real RPG that I ever played was Fable.
Oh wow, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
oh, it's been a while since I played that too. How's it go?
Fable was like God, dude, I can't even remember now.
I remember I beat the game though.
That was like the only one I played. That was another one of those where I would sneak into my brother's room to play it.
And just play it. Yeah.
Yeah, because he had all the cool stuff, and I was stuck with my PS1.
Hey, PS1 was popping though, so shit.
Dude, PS1 was hot, dude. I even had the one that like had the screen that would flip up.
Oh shit, you were in there.
Bougie.
Bougie,
if you will.
Just something like that. Okay.
Bougie.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna ask you a category, and you rank yourself from 1 to 5, 5 being the highest. You ready, sir?
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Strength,
4.
speed,
2.
Damn, why 2?
Gotten fat over the years.
In fact, hey, what can you do to change it though?
Work harder. Stop being fat. Stop drinking beer, but I'm not gonna.
Hey, at least you know. At least you know what's stopping you, dude.
Yeah,
all right, hand-eye coordination.
4.
Hey, leadership.
5. Given environment.
Why 5? Why the confidence?
I don't know, man. I guess it all depends on what situation I'm in, or if I'm handed the right tools to be in a leadership role. I think, but I've never been like. There's only been a couple times I've ever been given that opportunity, and I've always seemed to come out on top in it.
So you feel like you've excelled in it for every opportunity you've been given.
Right, even though it's a limited amount of opportunities, I excelled.
You're a boss ass bitch at it. I applaud you.
That's right.
That's what's up. Good job. All right, charisma.
Charisma? Oh, dude, it's 7.5, bro.
Like, wow. Okay, why? Where?
I don't know, man. I got a lot of charisma. It's my aura, dude. Charisma circulates my personality, and I surfboard on my personality. So,
and so the 2.5 extra points is that surfboard, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Give you that extra ride, riding the waves. Wisdom.
I'd say a 2.
Damn, why 2, man?
I don't know how much wisdom I have. I mean, like general wisdom. I have insightful wisdom. I feel like.
So what's the difference?
So, general wisdom is like, I don't know. I guess I'm thinking about knowledge more than wisdom. Because I guess, are those 2 different things? Would those be considered?
Knowledge and wisdom. I don't know. I feel like wisdom is more of a guru approach to it. Knowledge, I just feel like it's more of a modern day analogy.
Then I'd probably give myself on a wisdom scale like a 3, because I'm only 24, man. I haven't seen enough to have that much wisdom.
But from what you've seen so far.
But from what I let my screen go dark one more time. Yeah, dude, it wants me to touch it. I'm going to sleep.
Chill.
Chill. When it comes to wisdom, say it again. I'm sorry. The screen went dark. Threw me off.
So wisdom. You said general wisdom and knowledge, like.
I'd say general wisdom. I know the difference between like right and wrong and stuff like that, and I'd say in that sense, I'd probably still put myself at like a 3.5, man. I don't know. Wisdom's never. I guess I've never really thought about that. You kind of caught me off guard with it. I never really thought about the whole wisdom thing.
The whole point of this podcast is to challenge yourself.
All right, well, man, you giving me a challenge.
Attaboy, okay. Last but not least, luck.
Dude, maybe a 1.5.
Why?
On the luck scale?
Yeah, why?
I don't feel like I've been dealt. And this is not like a self. Oh, woe is me. Woe is me. Stuff happens. You know what I mean. Bills still need to be paid, and life goes on. You know what I mean. People keep trucking.
Yep.
But when it comes to the luck side of things, I don't think. Throughout life, lots of trials and tribulations more than luck. And I don't know. Just never had too much of it.
What, do you believe in luck?
I do believe in luck.
What about coincidences?
There is no such thing.
So there's no such thing as luck.
Whoa! Wait a minute. Wait, dude, you can't just do that.
I did that. I did it.
That. There goes my mind.
I went there. Yeah, I think it's on the floor right there. I don't know. You might want to grab it.
It's in that book bag, isn't it?
Now you got to carry it everywhere.
Mirror.
Mirror.
Need that.
Mirror.
Need that, want that, get that.
Okay, so next segment. So you told us your origin. You told us your attributes. You've been giving yourself the attributes. Now let's talk about your main quest. You're on a journey to your main quest. So what is a big ambitious goal that you're pursuing right now?
Entertainment, man.
Describe that. What do you mean entertainment?
So, like I was like I was never good really in school. I was like a middle of the road guy. You know what I mean? Like unless I really cared, which I didn't. Like it was kind of a waste of time to me, When it came to sports, I love sports. I love playing sports, but again, I'm 5'8" and stocky, and I was a middle of the road athlete. Most sports I'd ride the bench, and stuff like that. I was basically in the sport just to practice. But the one thing I did always notice is my ability to talk to people and my ability to entertain those people and make any given person laugh. And I will try my hardest to make them laugh. If they don't want to laugh, I will get a laugh out of them, and that's something that I've always kind of been good at, is just being entertaining, like just being the eyesore that's making a fool of himself at a party just for the sake of comedy, That's always been me, and I kind of thought I lost track of that for a little while, and I'm right now I'm trying to get back to it. You know what I mean? Like bitterness sets in as life goes on and stuff. You get mad about stuff and you get bitter, but you can't lose track of who you are, and who I am as an entertaining person, man. And that's what I want to do, and that's the goal, is just to be entertaining, man. To however many people want to watch.
So how you plan on collabing gaming and entertainment?
Gaming is a great outlet to be entertaining. It lets you like get in certain situations that like everyday life you wouldn't be in. Like you get sniped from 287 meters away, and you just kind of metaphorically shit a brick in front of camera. You know what I mean? Like, or like your reaction to certain things has a comical sense, or it doesn't. And I think gaming gives you a lot of opportunities to do that, or just like, it gives you more topics to talk about. You get to play video games with people. Like when me and you play, we're funny. We probably talk like, like 17-year-old girls in a mall for like a half hour at times. Yeah, like, oh my God, girl, stop. Yeah. That's all I had on that one.
Wow. Okay. So basically, an entertaining streamer is what you're going for.
Entertaining, man.
Be that one source of light in somebody's darkness to come and pick them up and then kind of help them forget about the bullshit.
I want people to know that if I can have all the things that have already happened to me in my short time on the earth, and I can be happy, I can be happy and funny and entertaining, the things that are going on in their life aren't that bad. That's what I want them to know. I want to be, like you said, I want to be the light in a dark room. Like oh man, today was bad. Today was real bad. I'm gonna, dude. Oh, Pops is streaming. We'll turn that on. I'm being stupid, bro. I'm being dumb. I'm being funny. I want that for other people, because like if I like, it's one of those things where it's like, you never really do it for yourself, but being able to do it for other people is a way of you doing it for yourself.
Yeah, I definitely feel that.
So
what's the motivation behind it though?
Elaborate a little more. What do you mean?
But why? What compels you to be that light in somebody's darkness?
I don't know. Everything. Who I've always been. I think that's what pushes me, because I feel like if I end up working in like some factory or something like that, I'm just wasting the talent that I know I have. And I'm not saying that like, oh dude, I'm supposed to be huge. I'm supposed to be, the next comedian, all that stuff. I'm not saying that, but it's like if I don't try to go to pursue anything towards like the only real thing that I've ever been good at, how much regret will that leave me with?
It's a deep thought.
Yeah. Which I didn't really think about till right now. So
you're welcome.
I hate when you do this to me. I hate when you.
I plan to do this to a lot more people, man. Future shout out to everybody that gets on the show. Be ready when you come on my show.
Tear up them brains.
I plan to. All right, so with every main quest, there's always side quests. So what are some things you're working on the side?
like what do you mean? Like
It
working
could
out
be
and stuff like
personal, yeah,
that, or
personal goals, business goals. Like, is there something
oh,
that you're learning so you can do something?
well, working out I don't do. So that's not one of them. I've never really had the motivation to do that stuff. I only did when I was being forced to, like an hour a day or like at practice for sports and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know, man. I'm a money maker. Like I like not necessarily in the sense that like I have a business and like I do many small business things to make money, but like wherever I need to go to make money, I will go make money. Um, it like I tried college. It wasn't for me. So that was one side quest that kind of like hit the fan. Um, dude, mostly my side quests are me just trying to uh achieve who I'm gonna be. Like try to be better in the workplace. Try to get better every day doing that. Being more attentive. Um, being stopping and thinking, which is something that I've never really been good at. Is like just being like, whoa, is this a good idea? Is this a bad idea?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've never really had that. So I would say most of my side quests happen inside my own head. Happen inside my own head. Other than that, I just work all the time. I just work all the
Mm-hmm.
time because if I don't work all the time, I don't like to rely on other people. So I just work myself to death. So
Hardworking man with the vision.
mm.
I see, man. I see. All right. So next segment, final boss. So with your main quests and all your side quests, so you have it all. What is your final boss in life? What is a big thing you wish to conquer in life?
What I wish to conquer in life. I wish to conquer my past. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Perfect sense.
I wish to conquer because man, I got one. A lot of people have a lot of defining moments. You know, a lot like people do,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, I had one really big thing that happened to me, man, and I'm kind of still paying for it. Studer. It went dark again. I'm still kind of paying for it to this day, and one day my final boss, which also kind of lies within myself. You know what I mean? The side quests do, and so does the final boss. Is I'll be able to get over that and realize, it was just another day, and stuff happens, and sometimes you just got to ride it out. You know what I mean? Surfboard, dude. You gotta surfboard, not like Beyonce. We don't do the kind of surfboard Beyonce was doing. Yeah, man. I would say that's the final boss. Or shoot, man. I don't. Do I want to get that deep? I don't know if I want to.
Why? Go there. What's stopping you from going there?
I think the final boss is finally feeling like I made everybody proud. I think that's the final boss. Like,
Define everybody.
the people that matter. Not. I don't give a crap about Joe Blow down the street who I served beers to for 3 years. I don't care about him. I care about people like you, like people's opinions that I value. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like if I I ask you about advice on things that I don't ask other people. You know, um, like granted, like I might make people proud now, but I don't feel like it. And I like that's I think that's one of like the big final bosses is like the reason I don't feel like I make people proud is because I'm still like doubting myself from the things that happened in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to surpass that feeling in myself so I can finally realize that I make people proud. And I think that's the final boss.
Well said, my friend. Well said.
I
All
try
right.
my best.
Okay, so the last segment. So when it hits game over in your life, what's the type of legacy you wish to leave in your save file?
Damn, bro, I thought about this question hella hard because I watched another podcast. I thought about this hella hard, dude. Oh, and I didn't even watch till when you asked him that. I just remember you being like the final boss, and I was like, oh shit. Damn. I was like, Chris is gonna smack me in the face with these questions. In the save file when it's game over, huh?
What do you wish to leave in it when somebody opens it?
Pure delight and happiness. That's it. You know, and like maybe some smart assery, you know, like because I've lived my entire life being just a smart ass, man. That's you know what I mean? Like that's how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what I want. Like happiness, joy. The fact that like just, you know, people being able to realize that you know, that I did it. You know what I mean? That I like I did it and I was happy with what I did. I think that's what I want like to be in the save file. It's like, you know what, Nick went out and I know he was happy. Like I know he was satisfied. I want like that. That's probably it. And like I don't even, dude. I thought about this question for so long. I think it's satisfied, happiness, laughter. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. That's all I want. That's all I want in that save file. I just wanted to look it up and just be like, oh, dude, look at all this like stupid, funny stuff. He's just so happy. Look at that.
Awesome, man. That's a great answer, man. Well, I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. And yeah, I feel confident enough that you'll get to that point there, my friend. Eventually. You're doing it right now, man. Even if it hits game over.
Man,
I feel
dude.
that.
That's right.
I feel that. All right, so last question for you. Is there anything you wish to talk about that we didn't go over?
Like
Anything. I don't fucking. This is you. This is you right here.
Nah,
I guess like a final statement for the people. What's a
fi-
good final statement for the people listening?
a final statement for the people. I think my last statement for the people is that I don't know, man. Everybody is talented. Everybody is talented in their own way, shape, or and every single one of us knows what it is. And whether you act upon it or you want to just continue to ignore it because you think it goes against looking at it just goes against all the things that you were raised to know. If you have talent, you have something that you're good at, do it. Like or if you feel like you could be good at it, do it. Like we don't have a lot of time here. We don't. We like, you know, there's only 3 things that are promised, and that's death, taxes, and number 85 will always be open. That's it. Dude, that's all there is. So like if you think you got it, you think you got something, man, pursue stuff. Like, or at least try, cuz the biggest thing in life is, even at such a young age, is like I have things that I regret to this day that I wish would have never happened, or I wish I would have done, or I wish, you know, I wouldn't have done. Give everything a chance and put hope in everything. That's what I think I would say.
Oh man, I appreciate you being on here, man. Thank you so much for sharing your story and, you know, actually expressing what's deeply going on in your head.
Hey man, you know, I was excited to be here. You know, I love you as a person.
Well, I appreciate you coming on the show. So where can people find you?
Where can people find me? Hey man, my name is Pops4k on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Well, okay, not Facebook yet. Chris, don't look at me. It's getting there. All right, I saw that look, dude. I saw it. Okay, the Facebook will soon be linked, but nobody uses the site. All right. But that's, you can, if you look up Pops4k on Google, anything like that.
Is it the number 4 or like 4 spelled out?
Number 4, POPS 4K.
Hey, okay. I like that. Real quick though, did we go over that? What's why? Well, why is your name Pops4k?
Okay, so the way that I got the name Pops, so I've literally had a dad bod since I was like 16, dude. I was like a full-time athlete and I had a dad bod. It was incredible to see weight move that fast. They always said white man can't jump. They didn't ever say nothing about run.
All right, okay.
And so like I had a couple of friends and they'd be like, okay, dad. And like, this was like a little bit before like we realized that the word daddy was like over sexualized and stuff like that. And then we got to be like 16, 17, 18. I'm like, yo, stop calling me dad. Just like stop calling me dad. So they didn't call me dad for a while, all that stuff. And then my buddy Nutty, I remember we're playing basketball. His name's Austin Webster. I have no idea why we call him. Got no clue. But he goes, oh yeah, whatever, Pops. And I'm like, yo, roll with that. I like that. And then I changed my name because my name on Twitter used to be H Nicholas, which stands for His Holiness.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, hey, listen,
His
I got
Holiness,
that.
wow.
I got that from Rob Deerdeck, okay? Because I was watching like Fantasy Factory and he put his name H Deerdeck, you know, His Holiness Deerdeck. And I think that was because he like married, like he was the person that married his parents or whatever, or something like that. I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
But then I think, dude, if I gotta be honest, so at that point I tried to brand myself, changed my name on everything, and the only reason the 4K came to be is because some random dude on Twitter has the name Pops, and he hasn't tweeted in 7 years. And like I was like reaching out to this guy, I'm like, I'll pay any amount of money, just give me, like, my name could just be Pops. That would be, oh god, it would be so awesome. So the 4K just kind of came in because like I just kind of thought it would be funny to have 4K in there, knowing that I'll like, until I make a lump sum of money, I'll never be able to record anything in 4K. That's what I thought was kind of funny.
Wow.
So I made that shit Pops 4K. Yeah.
I see how smooth that was, Pops 4K. It's catchy though.
Dude,
Pops.
I like the thing is I didn't even go ahead.
No, keep going, go. My bad.
The thing is I didn't really realize how much people like to say it until I like, because like on my PlayStation and all that stuff, like I couldn't get Pops 4K. Apparently everybody and their mom on PlayStation has a different variation of Pops 4K as their name, so I couldn't pick it, right? Mm-hmm. And so like now that I got my PC and stuff, Pops 4K is the first time I've ever had it as a gamer tag.
Hey,
and,
okay.
Dude, I won't say anything for round after round after round, and then people just keep saying it. They're like, "Hey Pops, hey Pops, hey." I think it's just like, you know, like people have those names that you just want to say. Like if you work with somebody named Frank, you literally just want to say Frank all the time. Hey Frank, thanks, Frank.
Hey yo, Frank.
Hey yo, Frank.
Hey yo, Frank.
Frank, you finished them ditches, homie?
Yeah, bro. Pass me the modulator, Frank.
Pass me the modulator. Yeah, dude. And like, I just realized, just being on here, like, I'll join Discords and Pops is here. Oh,
lol.
Lol. Yeah, Lamau. Lamau.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like that, how the name came about. That's pretty dope, dude. Well, fuck, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. Pops 4K. You can tell by his enthusiasm and to his voice, he's out here trying to be that light in somebody's darkness, and eventually you will see him come up. Remember, guys, this is before he comes up. Remember where it started. I'm just saying.
That's right.
But yeah, there you have it, man. That's the wrap of again, twitch.tv/Pops4K with the number 4. That's twitch.tv/or
drop a follow.
Grab a follow. Go ahead, follow. Check him out.
Turn those notifications on. I stream every single free minute I have. So
he's on there a lot, guys. Help him reach 100 followers. Actually, that's his next milestone. Let's get it.
That would be insane, man.
We'll go ahead and get it. But all right, guys, that concludes today's save file. Man, thank you. If you've made it this far, go ahead. If you're listening on YouTube, go ahead and hit subscribe. Hit that bell for notification for future episodes. If you're listening,
go ahead and ring that bell. Woo!
Ring that bell. And then whatever podcast host you're listening to, this is your choice. Go ahead and leave a review. Be honest. You can give me a 1-star. I don't care. Help me help you. What's better for you guys? Again, guys. Wow. This is fun. This is real fun. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep doing this. It's going to be great. It's your boy, Gold Lion. Thanks for coming in. Stay happy and stay healthy. And most of all, gamers, stay golden. See you next time, y'all.